What's up? This your boy Kumo Steve. Welcome back to my channel. And today I'm gonna show you guys how I made these purple denim sixes. Let's go. Alright you guys, I'm sorry for the inconvenience, but I had to do a voiceover for all these clips because my audio messed up. Great. But these are the Washed Denim sixes. I wasn't a big fan of them. However, they are perfect as a base shoe to make any project that you want to make, for the most part. And I was inspired by the Travis Scott Families and Friends pack, the purple fours. So yeah, I thought it came out pretty dope. And I distressed the uppers a little bit. That's where you see the darker spots of purple. And also I felt like it gave it a good amount of contrast. Got the black Jumpman on the back, the red Jumpman on the front. Alright, and the colors I used was the grape number 5 by Angelus, varsity red, though it's not shown here on the bottom. I use cream, others will use flat white, black leather dye, GAC 900, flat black. Alright, now it's time to tape the midsoles, and actually I'm also going to distress the uppers a bit. But you know what? I'm lazy. I think I'm good enough to go without the tape. So I actually ended up not using the tape at all. But some may use it, some may not. Alright, so I went in with an X-Acto knife. I was careful not to puncture the uppers. And I just gently went across the top trying to fray the material. Alright, you might want to keep a vacuum handy because after fraying the material, it creates these little cloth balls with the fibers and it gets kind of messy. As you can see, it gets real messy, and actually another way to clean up is to use a piece of tape. Okay, I'm done with distressing, and now it's time to paint the base coat for the shoe. I mixed the cream paint and the GAC 900 with a 1-to-1 ratio. So now let's go ahead and get this base coat done. The only reason why I didn't use flat white as my base coat is because I have cream, and flat white is way more valuable to me than cream is. So I used it. You may need to do 1 or 2 more coats over the darker portions of the uppers just to keep everything balanced with the lighter portions of the uppers. The more even your base coat is, the more even your final product will be. So you won't have darker portions of purple or lighter portions of purple if you don't want that to be there. This is the shoe after 1 or 2 coats. Just take your time, be patient, and eventually it's going to get to the base color that you want it to be, so you can add any color on to the uppers. Alright, these are what the shoes look like after 4 coats. In a weird way, I kind of like these, keeping the uppers cream. I could kind of do like an aged look on these. Alright, I felt like the grape color was a little too dark, so I actually ended up adding a little bit of cream to the mixture. So yeah. And don't forget, I am still adding GAC 900 to my mixtures because I am working with fabric, the denim. I don't want the paint to dry up and be too hard on the denim, so the GAC 900 is needed for that. after 3 coats of my purple, I went ahead and painted the leather tab on the front black by using the leather black dye first. Then after I blow dried it, I went ahead and painted about 2 to 3 layers of the flat black paint. And then it was time to add on my varsity color onto the Jumpman. I went outside the lines first and then I cleaned it up with the black. I did about 5 to 6 coats of the varsity. Alright, after I painted the shoe, I felt like it was a little too boring or a little too flat. So I decided to give it some contrast with the purple grape number 5. I felt like the purple grape number 5 was dark enough and it was just the right enough contrast. So I went over all the holes and my distress sections of the shoe to give it that rough, edgy look. And as you can see, the little hints of contrast gives the shoe a little bit more depth and character, if you ask me. Alright, you guys, so I finished the shoes. I think I did a pretty good job on the shoes, considering, and by the time I'm at this point of the video, I have worn them for probably a couple of months already, probably longer than that. I actually scuffed them. That's what it looked like with the scuff. It actually looks kind of cool with the distressing parts on it. I thought it was pretty dope. You can kind of see some of the other layers of paint that I put on. If I could redo these shoes, I probably would have bleached them white first and then added on my paint mixture with the GAC 900 onto the shoes. So maybe I could have kept some of that that denim texture. You can still see the denim texture in the shoe, but it doesn't really feel like denim at all. But it still got some play in the fabric, but it's still kind of like very tough. Like feels just like some waterproof like shoes, but overall I think I did a pretty good job. But yeah, I get a lot of compliments on these shoes, and you know, if you still have some or could find any denim sixes, definitely give them a try. It also might be cool to tie-dye them. I've seen a couple of guys have done that. But yeah, this your boy Kumo Steve. I appreciate y'all guys rocking out with me. Peace. Okay, we got some bonus footage. I'm gonna show you guys a little sneak peek of what we will be working on in my next video. And I got these off-white inspired Air Force Ones. And these are the base shoe. I felt like these were the perfect base shoes to use. So yeah, y'all stay tuned.